It's a first warning weather day with scattered showers and potential storms expected across Central Florida.
Things are pretty quiet right now, but it's going to change later on this afternoon. We're going to be tracking scattered strong to severe storms.
Plus, damaging winds, hail, and heavy rain leave broken screens and windows in Lake County. Residents gear up for another round of severe weather.
Local, live, late breaking. WESH 2 News Sunrise starts now.
Good Wednesday morning, and thank you for starting the day with the WESH 2 News Sunrise team. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. Those storms are expected to fire up throughout the day. And for the exact timing, let's get right over to first warning meteorologist Kellyanne Klass.
Yeah, so we're really looking the afternoon and evening, kind of just like yesterday. After 2 o'clock, we'll start to see those showers and thunderstorms quickly develop into something severe. And the threat is going to be scattered, which is why today is a first warning weather day. You can see that level 2 out of 5 yellow shading encompasses all of Central Florida, so that means almost every single location is expected to see some sort of severe weather. Right now, we are nice and quiet, but as we look towards this afternoon, we're quickly firing up those showers. By lunchtime, an isolated rain chance up to 40% by 3, and that's when we start to track the showers and thunderstorms turning strong and severe. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll take you hour by hour, but first, let's get over to Megan with a check on the roads.
Kellyanne, good morning. Monitoring some slowdowns along State Road 429 this morning. This is northbound at McCormick Road. You can see there is an overturned 18-wheeler here, so they do have this off-ramp blocked here to McCormick Road, so just be mindful of that this morning. Not seeing those delays because it is still pretty early, but I'll keep my eye on that this morning. Other than that, no major traffic crashes. This is a live look at I-4. This stretch in downtown looking great this morning, but tracking some delays through Osceola County because of some construction. I'll have a look at that and those travel times coming up in just a few minutes. There.
Megan, many homeowners in Lake County are cleaning up this morning from yesterday's hailstorm. A Ring video from Diana Bresky's home in Claremont shows the hail pouring down. A lot of screened-in patios, windows, and cars were damaged. Kimberly and Dakota Rink say that the hailstorm came out of nowhere.
All of a sudden, it just was torrential downpour of ice, just nailing the house, thinking that, windows are going to bust. It was just insane.
Homeowners say that they are grateful that their home only suffered minimal damage, some holes in the screened-in patio and small dents on their cars. Unfortunately, though, some people had broken windows.
To get the latest track on when storms could hit your neighborhood, stay with us on air and online with the WESH 2 News mobile app. Download it right now. This morning, the new people in charge of the land where Disney World sits will try to take back control. The Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, formerly known as Reedy Creek, is meeting. WESH 2's Bob Hazen joins us live from Lake Buena Vista. And Bob, they'll be declaring Disney's deals with the old board invalid.
Yeah, that's right. These are the deals that basically Disney made with the old Reedy Creek board members, and they transferred a lot of the power from the district to the company itself. Disney has not said anything yet about those claims made by the new Reedy Creek board members or whether they plan to fight these actions in court. Reporting live at Reedy Creek, Bob Hazen, WESH 2 News.
New on Sunrise, the Orange County School Board is joining in lawsuits against several social media platforms.
Sonica Dunge joins us now this morning. And Sonica, a number of school boards here in Florida and across the nation have already joined in.
Yeah, school districts in Florida, Alabama, even as far as Virginia have already joined in this lawsuit targeting social media. And last night, Orange County board members approved the motion to move forward with the lawsuit as well. The Orange County School District says by moving forward with the lawsuit, it will also consider hiring more mental health professionals, developing lesson plans on social media harms, and providing training for staff and community.
The family of a young father is asking for your help in finding the driver involved in a hit-and-run crash involving him. Now, 25-year-old Joshua Gleason is still in a coma this morning. He was rushed to the hospital after that crash just before 12:30 Sunday morning on State Road 46 at Upsala Road in Sanford. Gleason's truck, as you see in this video, was a mangled mess after rolling over. Police say Gleason's truck and a large white pickup were going westbound on 46 when this wreck happened. The driver of the white truck did not stop.
I know he's a fighter. I know he's really strong, and I am praying and hoping that he will get through this. I'm hopeful, but there's no telling.
I need these people to come forward that were in the white vehicle because their white truck, they were either involved, not involved. They were right there. We need to talk to them and find out what happened.
If you have any information about this crash, Contact Sanford Police at 407-688-5070.
A woman faces charges after her 3-year-old drowned in a pond near their Ormond Beach apartment. 22-year-old Myra Santiago is accused of manslaughter and child neglect. Police say her son left their apartment early Sunday while Santiago slept into the early afternoon. She woke up about the same time that the little boy's body was found. Now, she told police that he had gotten out of their apartment before, but she never made the door more secure. Santiago was ordered to remain in jail on no bond.
Okay, we are preparing you for potential severe weather here on this first warning weather day.
Meteorologist Kellyanne Clash joining us now. So Kellyanne, the important part of this will really be the timing of everything.
Absolutely. It's going to be during the afternoon and then continuing into the evening hours. So on the evening commute, we absolutely have the opportunity to see scattered strong and severe storms. So level 2 out of 5 for every single location in Central Florida. This morning, nice and quiet. No need to worry about that rain, but right around 1-2 o'clock, we quickly bubble up those showers and thunderstorms. Starting at 2, we have the opportunity to see those storms turn strong and severe. This is going to linger through the 5, 6, 7 o'clock hour. But then by 8 and 9, things should begin to gradually settle. And then overnight tonight, we can go to bed not having to worry about the threat of severe weather. But because of the strong daytime heating and cold air aloft, this is why we're concerned about the strong and severe weather. Again, starting at 2, going all the way through the 8 o'clock hour. And then that's where we'll have the biggest impact. What we're talking about today is severe winds, but really the hail. We had a lot of hail yesterday in those strong and severe storms. We're going to do it again today. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll talk about another day where we could see severe weather in that 7-day forecast. Jason Meredith, over to you.
All right, Kellyanne, thank you. A woman dressed as a clown pleads guilty in the death of a woman who was once married to her current husband.
How she was able to get away with it nearly 3 decades later.
Plus, if you have trouble sleeping at night, you may want to watch how much medicine you take. There's a new study finding a dangerous amount of melatonin in sleeping gummies.
You're watching WESH 2.
Welcome back here at 512. Prosecutors with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office are asking for a protective order in former President Donald Trump's criminal case. They're concerned that the former president might publicize information about their investigation. In a motion filed Tuesday, they are asking the judge to order that Mr. Trump not be allowed to copy any information about the case that could be released to the public. The prosecutors also asked the judge to limit the disclosure of any members of the prosecution team until after a jury is seated in the case. Manhattan prosecutors have accused Mr. Trump of falsifying business records with the intent to conceal illegal conduct connected to his 2016 campaign.
One of the 2 surviving roommates in the deadly attack of 4 University of Idaho students is asking a judge to spare her from the suspect's upcoming hearing. Bethany Funk says that she should not have to testify at a June hearing for Bryan Kohberger. Her motion says it would require her to appear in court in Idaho for the duration of the trial. Funk is from Nevada. Law enforcement arrested Kohberger in December, more than a month after the murders. He is charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and also burglary. In Pasco County, an MS-13 gang member is accused of murdering an Uber Eats driver delivering to his home. The Pasco County Sheriff says the victim texted his wife that he was making his last delivery before heading home last Wednesday. He never made it home, though, and then his wife reported him missing. Detectives obtained his last known GPS location from Uber Eats and tracked him to the home of Oscar Solis. Security video showed the victim arriving at the home. The sheriff says detectives saw gruesome things inside, including trash bags with human remains. The sheriff says Solis has a long and violent criminal history out of state.
Burglary, battery on detention staff. He supposedly stabbed somebody several times while he was in prison in Indiana. So you're talking about a very violent individual that Indiana released and sent down to Florida.
Detectives are still working to determine a motive. Solis is now charged with first-degree murder.
In Palm Beach County, a woman accused of dressing up as a clown and killing her future husband's wife more than 3 decades ago pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. 59-year-old Sheila Keene Warren faced a first-degree murder charge in connection with the 1990 murder of Marlene Warren at her home in Wellington. Investigators say Warren opened her front door and a clown handed her 2 balloons and a bouquet of flowers and then shot her in the face. Keene Warren had long been considered a suspect, but it took investigators 27 years to make an arrest. She eventually married the victim's husband, Michael Warren, in 2002. She was arrested in Virginia in 2017 and has been in a Palm Beach County jail cell ever since.
The Denny's Mobile Relief Diner will be rolling into Central Florida today. The restaurant chain is partnering with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated as part of the regional conference. The sorority sisters are focused on helping children, citing staggering figures about the amount who suffer from food insecurity. They say it's their mission to be a part of the solution, meeting that problem.
One of our initiatives is to eradicate food insecurities throughout our communities. And specifically, just here in Orange County, we have a 12.8% when it comes to insecurities in our community. That's 176,000 residents right here in Orange County. So it is our effort. This is just one effort for us through the conference.
Today's event begins at 10 this morning at the James R. Smith Neighborhood Center parking lot. The sorority will be handing out books to children and families.
Okay, 5:17, and this is a first warning weather day. We're getting you ready for the potential of severe storms.
Yeah, so Kellyanne, we're talking about later in the afternoon, though, right?
Yeah, it's going to be after lunchtime when those storms really fire up, and we're talking strong and severe storms likely. And that's the difference between an impact day and a first warning weather day, is that an impact day is strong storms are possible, but with a first warning weather day, it means that strong storms are likely. And you'll notice on that 7-day forecast, we actually do have another impact day on the way. For today, it's a first warning weather day because of scattered strong to severe storms all across Central Florida. For now, things are nice and quiet, so as you get the kids ready for school, you don't need to worry about that severe weather yet, but when you pick them up, this is when we'll be watching for that threat of severe weather. So it's going to be during this time period that we'll see anything from, let's say, damaging wind to hail. I think hail, though, is going to be the biggest concern. Tornado threat. We're not experiencing any tornadoes today. It's going to be winds in excess of 58 miles per hour and hail of an inch in diameter or greater. Yesterday, we had a lot of hail in our severe warned storms in Lake County. Expect the same again with that threat across Central Florida. Tonight, again, that severe weather threat diminishes. Tomorrow, it still stays stormy, but as of now, we're not in an impact day or a severe weather risk. However, Friday, we're in a level 1 out of 5 severe weather threat. So that means that strong storms are possible. So Friday is going to be an impact day. Even as we go into Saturday, we're still going to be watching for some showers and thunderstorms. But today looks like the severe weather is going to be the highest. By Friday, as of now, it's just an isolated chance. Now this morning, we are nice and quiet. Temperatures are into the 60s. This afternoon, we'll top out into the low and mid 80s. Tomorrow, another hot day, upper 80s to near 90s for most of our inland spots. Heat and humidity will bubble up, scattered showers and thunderstorms. And Friday, another impact day. We will be tracking scattered showers and thunderstorms with 1 or 2 of those storms on the stronger side. Looks like our rain chances fall down to about 30% by Saturday, but then by Sunday, they're back up to a very high chance of 70%. Megan, good morning.
Good morning, Kellyanne. Still keeping my eye on the crash along State Road 429. This is the northbound ramp from McCormick Road. You can see there is an overturned 18-wheeler here. That tow truck has arrived, though, on scene. So for now, that ramp is closed, but looks like it's getting closer to those clearing stages. I'll continue to monitor this morning. Other than that, no major traffic concerns if you're heading out on this Wednesday morning. This is a live look from our tower camera looking from Lee Road. So far, the roads are dry this morning, so no issues for that morning commute in terms of weather, and also no delays this morning along I-4. Checking in on those travel times, I-4 eastbound from the Champions Gate exit to Colonial Drive. We're at 26 minutes in both directions. Mayor?
There is a new NBA Rookie of the Year in town. The Orlando Magic star gaining the title, making franchise history. Plus, the NFL Draft kicks off tomorrow. We're looking ahead to the anticipation for one local football star possibly being a top 5 pick.
Safe Touch Security, securing Florida for more than 37 years.
On the next, WESH 2 investigates. Some of the people that homeowners and business owners trust the most to help them in the wake of a devastating storm are making allegations of fraud in the insurance industry. This could be the biggest insurance fraud after any storm in U.S. history. My special report is guaranteed to open up the eyes of homeowners about what's going on behind the scenes when their insurance claims are filed. WESH 2 investigates Thursday at 11.
There's just a day left before the kickoff of the NFL Draft.
Prospects from all over the nation are heading to Kansas City, including a former Popka Blue Darter, Jalen Carter.
You know, we had Shaq, the Big Diesel, and all those great nicknames for him. We gotta get one for this guy, for Benchero.
I want to see him play. I haven't seen a game yet with him playing live, so I need to head to the Amway and check it out. So,
absolutely,
good stuff.
Great stuff from him. Consider it null and void.
The Disney deals that could be tossed out by the end of the day. Plus, a bear remains on the run in College Park, while wildlife experts believe it likely won't be hanging around much longer.
Right now on West 2 News Sunrise, a death threat against a teacher. The steps her husband says needs to be taken to prevent this from happening to anyone else.
Plus, 2 men accused of murder over an argument about an Xbox have a second chance at sentencing. What makes this trial different than the last one?
And we're off to a clear and mild start, but severe storms are on the way. First warning meteorologist Kellyanne Klass is timing out when wind and even potentially hail could develop today.
Local, live, late breaking. West 2 News Sunrise starts now.
And a good Wednesday morning to you. Thanks for starting off this 26th of April, a Wednesday with the Sunrise team. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. People in Lake County are cleaning up this morning after severe storms brought strong winds and hail to their neighborhoods. And today, we do have a chance to see more weather like this. And that's our team of meteorologists have issued a first warning weather day. Let's get right over to Kellyanne Klass for the timing of today's storms.
We're really thinking about 2 to 8 is when we have the potential to see any strong and severe storms. But first, let's get over to Megan with a check on the roads.
Kellyanne, good morning. So monitoring a closure on one of the ramps here along State Road 429. After I was rotating the camera here, you can see those flashing lights, though. This is at Ecowee-Apopka Road on the northbound side. There was an overturned 18-wheeler that was involved in an earlier crash that looks like they are working to clear this morning. They do have those tow trucks here, so keeping my eye on this. If you are heading that way, just be mindful that ramp is closed. Other than that, no major traffic issues. Unfortunately, that weather is not going to be a concern for that morning drive. This is a live look at I-4 near Maitland Boulevard. So far, no delays. I'll have a look at those travel times coming up in a few minutes. Jason.
All right, thank you, Megan. The governor's people in charge of the former Reedy Creek Improvement District try to snatch back power from Disney today.
The Central Florida Tourism Oversight District is meeting this morning. Bob Hazen is live in Lake Buena Vista. And Bob, the leaders there are planning to declare Disney's last-minute deals null and void. Today in Volusia County, in court, the resentencing trial continues for 2 of the 4 men convicted in the 2004 Deltona mass murders.
Sonica Donge is joining us now in studio. And Sonica, this new jury must be unanimous if they want to recommend the death penalty in the case.
Right. So we know Florida recently passed a law that says death can be recommended by an 8-4 jury vote, but the judge ruled against the state, saying it will have to be unanimous in this case. Troy Victorino and Jerome Hunter were sentenced to death for the 2004 massacre, but their sentences had been overturned in 2017. Defense attorneys delayed their opening statements until the state rests. That trial continues today. Mayor, back to you.
Sonica, a New Jersey man is in jail after investigators say he exposed himself on a Disney ride. Police say 36-year-old Robert Fitzpatrick was arrested on Remy's Ratatouille adventure. Disney employees say they caught Fitzpatrick watching pornography and inappropriately touching himself while sitting on the ride alone. Workers say they also caught Fitzpatrick smoking multiple times after giving him warnings. In Flagler County, a medical examiner confirmed the body deputies found Monday is 49-year-old Erica Bergeron. They discovered her body after pulling her car out of a retention pond near Palm Harbor Parkway in Chris Lane. This morning, a bear is still hanging around in Orlando's College Park neighborhood, but it may not be there much longer. One Florida Fish and Wildlife expert says the bear is only about 1.5 to 2 years old, and it's likely just leaving its mother. FWC officers are monitoring the neighborhood until it can naturally find its way back to the woods. They say if the bear appears aggressive, they will take action.
If he gets himself stuck in a situation somewhere, we might set a trap for him and try that. Usually it's unsuccessful, but, we'll make an attempt.
Experts say this happens more commonly than you think, with 2 to 3 bears spotted in downtown Orlando every year. However, officials recommend securing your trash or pet food since they could attract more bears. And if you do see a bear, do not approach it.
SpaceX is set to launch its Falcon Heavy rocket today from the Kennedy Space Center. The launch window opens at 7:24 tonight. This rocket will be hauling a 6-ton satellite into orbit for Viasat.
And the time right now is 5:40. We may have some severe weather later on this afternoon, and it could affect that launch potentially.
Yeah, our team's calling this a first warning weather day. And to bring you the latest, it's meteorologist Kellyanne Klass.
Yeah, we're watching the potential of scattered strong to severe storms in every single location. And it looks like wind and hail is going to be the primary concern now. What you need to know this morning is as we get you out the door, there's no severe weather. In fact, there's no rain. We are quiet this morning.
All right, thanks, Kellyanne. And you can stay ahead of any potential severe weather by getting alerts through our free WESH 2 News mobile app. Our first warning weather team will be constantly bringing you the latest details to keep you and your family safe. Make sure you turn on those notifications to get updates and find out when storms could hit your neighborhood. Next on Sunrise, President Biden welcomes the South Korean president to the United States.
The event's planned to strengthen ties between the two countries. Plus, COVID response. What Dr. Anthony Fauci says hurt the U.S. during the COVID-19 pandemic.
You're watching WESH 2.
President Biden will welcome the South Korean president today, which is the formal kickoff of the 6-day-long visit.
This is the first state visit from South Korea in 12 years. The visit celebrates 70 years of peace between the two countries after the Korean War. New joint announcements are expected having to do with defending South Korea from North Korean aggression, countering China's growing influence, and Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Officials will close most of Yosemite National Park on Friday over flooding concerns in the area. The closure is expected to last for 5 days, but the National Park Service says it might go longer. Severe weather hit Yosemite last month as well. The park closed for 3 weeks when 15 feet of snow fell in that location.
We're getting you ready for severe weather on this Wednesday, as this is a first warning weather day.
So what are we talking, Kelly? And we saw a lot of, hail in some locations yesterday and some strong storms.
Yeah, and that's absolutely going to be the case again today, which is why it's going to be a first warning weather day. We have the threat of scattered strong to severe storms this afternoon and this evening. And hail, just like yesterday, is going to be one of the biggest threats with any storm that turns severe. So you can see every single location in Central Florida, level 2 out of 5, scattered severe weather threat. At least right now, we're quiet. And I want to show you the hail threat. When you look at this, you look confused. We're seeing that higher end threat in Central Florida, but you also see these black bars. The black bars means that it's significant hail. So anywhere from about 1 inch in diameter or larger. That's the kind of threat that we're talking about for today. So that's why it's a weather impact day. Thursday, we're still keeping the rain chances pretty high. Not really going to be talking about a lot of severe weather. We may have to upgrade Thursday to an impact day, but Friday already an impact day for another round of isolated strong to severe storms. So we're going to continue to watch our severe weather threat as it ramps up during the afternoon and really as it stays with us almost all week long. At least right now at 5:50, we're comfortable, we're quiet this afternoon. It's going to be warm, but tomorrow will be even warmer. And this is why I do think we need to watch that severe weather potential for tomorrow. Temperature is expected to be into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. We have the humidity that's going to fuel the instability. So that's something that we'll have to watch as well. As for now, a first warning weather day today, Friday an impact day, and our pattern remains very active as we go into the weekend. Saturday, we're down to about a 30% coverage, but Sunday we're back up to 70%. Okay, it's 5:51. Let's get over to Megan.
Kellyanne, good morning. No issues along the I-4 corridor this morning. So if you are heading out the door, there was a lot of construction happening, especially in Osceola County this morning, but that has wrapped up. No delays. And also, as Kellyanne mentioned, no weather impacts for at least the morning drive, which is good. So those roads are going to be dry for you. But keeping my eye on the crash here along State Road 429. This is at the Popka Road exit ramp here southbound. It is shut down while they're working to clear this. So if you are heading that way, seeing those delays starting to build here this morning, and that off ramp is still shut down. Want to give you a check-in on those travel times along I-4, still sitting in the green, really across Central Florida, westbound from Florida's Turnpike to the beach line. We're at 8 minutes. To US 192, we're sitting there at less than 12 minutes. Jason?
All right, Megan, helping to save a pilot's life.
The next thing you know, you drop to the ground.
And then the next thing that come out of the radio was the person's turning blue.
How a TSA agent quickly jumped into action when the pilot's heart stopped.
First warning weather on WESH 2 is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. Dial #law on your cell phone.
WESH 2 News at 4, covering the big stories across Central Florida.
Breaking right now at 4.
Breaking news, new developments, and the only forecast certified most accurate. Join Nancy, Stewart, and Cam. Weekdays starting at 4.
We are working on a new hour of WESH 2 News Sunrise coming your way in minutes.
And here's a look at what we are working on for 6 o'clock. Bob.
The governor's people making their move today to get power back from Disney. Their plan to wipe out Disney's deals. Kellyanne.
And today's a first warning weather day from 2 to 8 o'clock this evening. We have the potential to see strong and severe storms with damaging wind and hail. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to time it out hour by hour with Futurecast, and we have another day of severe weather. We're going to show you that in our 7-day forecast.
All right, thanks, Kellyanne. And as severe weather moves to the area, make sure you've downloaded our WESH 2 News mobile app, and we've got your first warning weather day information right as our team of meteorologists keep it updated. This Wednesday, we'll be right back.